Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Martin Rigley. I'm the Managing Director of a small engineering business based in sunny Ashfield in Nottinghamshire. 30 years ago, I was given an opportunity to become a student apprentice working for British Coal. And that's led me into a whole raft of things that, when I started as an apprentice, I never believed I would get involved in. Initially, I spent the first 14 years working for British Coal as an apprentice, as a craftsman, as a supervisor, as an engineer, and then 18 years ago, with the demise of the coal mining industry, I left and joined Lyndhurst Engineering, initially as technical director, and then for the last 14 years as managing director. Lyndhurst was established in 1985, really to support the UK coal mining industry, and we didn't have a product, we sold a service, and that service was really systems integration around coal-face technology. But since that time we've diversified into lots of other sectors: construction, low carbon, power, utility steel, original equipment manufacturers and rail. As a business, we are looking to grow and expand, and we're looking to expand our rail work, which we were quite active in, but it did go a little bit quiet on us. But obviously now with the investment in rail, we're looking to see whether we can re-establish a place in that market. And we also, as you'll hear in a minute, we're also heavily involved in some green energy stuff, and have some aspirations within the nuclear sector as well. We recently launched a new business called Airlift Innovation, which is a spin-off out of Lyndhurst, which is some novel applications using airbag technology for lifting, which we believe offers a fairly unique offering in materials handling, and we're quite excited about how that business will spin out. Since 2009, we've been working in collaboration with Nottingham University on what we believe is a unique method of reducing energy from waste. So it's a form of anaerobic digestion, but we can do the process a lot faster and do it with a cheaper plant, and end up with a far smaller footprint plant. It's still very much at R&D stage. If I was a gambling man, I'd say 2014, 2015 we might have something to take to market. But really that comes out of what we've learned within water utilities. Just highlighting what Jürgen said earlier, as a business we've identified, we've got strategic direction. Even though we are an SME, we still have identified that we need higher level skills, as well as a broad range of skills right across right throughout the business to be able to support what we're doing. And one of my big mantras is to other SMEs: if you're not prepared to get involved, don't moan about it. If you want to do, if it really concerns you, do something about it and get involved. I come from a long family tradition in engineering and manufacturing. I think I was the last of 6 generations to go into coal mining on engineering side, so I believe it is in my blood, and that's why I believe passionately about what's right for Lyndhurst, but also passionately what's right for UK industry. I began tapping into Semta's resource about 4 years ago when Malcolm Ely, who's one of our regional managers, came to see me, and we started the dialogue going, and a lot of what we're saying really rung some bells with me. And as you'll see in a minute, we've done quite a lot of really interesting and innovative things with Semta in the East Midlands. But probably 2 years ago now, Malcolm asked me if I would join the regional council within East Midlands, and then latterly I've become the vice chair of that council, supporting Bob Stoddard, who's the executive vice president from Rolls-Royce. The regional council is made up of both large and small employers, and we believe that we're a voice to say what we want as an organisation, as employers, especially to people like the local enterprise partnerships, and bigger companies like Siemens and Rolls-Royce and Toyota and the likes. The help and support that we've got through Semta has really been a big benefit to Lyndhurst. As I said, Lyndhurst we've had a long tradition, 27 years of bringing apprentices into business. We've always believed in bringing new talent into business to sit in at all levels throughout through the business. We need operators as well as we need high-level apprentices and engineers. But probably 5 to 6 years ago, we did start to get a little bit concerned about the quality of the candidates we were seeing, and the standard of some of the training that we were getting. I think just talking what Jürgen had said earlier, big blue chip companies, I don't think they'll have any issue about attracting apprentices. SMEs, schools sometimes push the bottom pile towards us, and we don't want bottom pile. We're innovative, we're doing some really good things, and we need good engineers. So just to look at some of the things that we've done directly with Semta as a business. Last year we put everybody in the business through the MVQ level 2 in business improvement techniques, which has had a real positive effect on our business. And one of our team members who came to us with very little qualifications has now gone on to do MVQ level 3, and we're hopeful that in September he'll start on the foundation degree in lean manufacturing. To support some of the innovative work that we're doing, especially around the energy from waste, last year we entered into a knowledge transfer partnership with Nottingham University. It was led to take on a graduate, which we brought into business, and that's had a real positive effect on us as a business. As an SME, we don't have a massive training budget, so we're always looking for opportunities where we can cluster with other businesses to make that training cost effective and affordable. And Semta have allowed us to tap into some really high quality training that's cost effective for us by clustering with other businesses, and it's demand led. It's what we all want. One little story I always like to tell people. One of my project engineers, Kareem, he's 25 now. So he's been with us 9 years. When he was 16, he rang me and asked me if we've got any apprenticeships going, and I said we may have. Come and see me. So the next day he came to see me, and when I asked him why he'd picked us, he told me that he'd got the yellow pages out, he started at A and he got to L before anybody said yes. And he finished his HND last year. We identified that he'd got some shortage in his leadership and management skills, so through Semta we've been able to cluster together with some other small SMEs within the area to tap into some really cost-effective leadership and bespoke leadership and management training. That's been so successful. Now I've got another one of the project engineers who's running with that on a second course. When we started, we've got a project engineer who's also taking place in the Semta Women in Work programme, and was fortunate enough to come here earlier this year to celebrate what she's done within Women in Work. And we'd also recently got a need for some contract law training, so Semta enabled us to get together and pull together to tap into some cost-effective contract law training. Something that we didn't take part in because I didn't think we were ready at this stage, and that I've heard through the regional council, that a group of East Midlands companies pulled together to tap into some Six Sigma Green Belt training, which I think cost them £750 per person, and those 5 companies have now put together a total cost saving across their business of £1.5 million for £750 investment. It's a bargain. One of the objectives of the regional council is to promote engineering and manufacturing per se, and so within the East Midlands now we've started a media and lobbying group, which I'm involved with, and some of the other people in this room are also involved with, and we're going to try and get this. We want to get this message out there that engineering manufacturing is a cracking career to get involved in, and we want to really promote that. Just another little piece about another little cluster group that I'm involved with, that Semta's now got involved with as well. When recession really kicked in for us towards the end of 2009, I bumped into an MD from another SME within Mansfield, and he said to me, "God, you look awful," because you really started to bite and things were getting difficult. So after Christmas we got together. We started with about 6 of us, and we've now grown to about a dozen companies involved in it. And during the first technical recession, we called it a wound licking session. We used to get together every 6 weeks, talk about issues that we'd had and how we'd addressed them, and what we'd done to try and correct them. Now we all feel a little bit stronger and can see some positivity out there. We've now banded ourselves together in what we call Engineered in Nottinghamshire. So as a cluster, the 12 companies, between us we employ 300 people and have a turnover of 35 million. Our objectives are to provide a support mechanism for each other, intertrade, not just between ourselves but within the local supply chain, promote the engineering and Nottingham should be in a regional area of excellence in engineering, And the big one for us all is to influence the education and employment and skills agenda within schools. Semta now come to our 6 weekly meetings, and so if we've got a skills issue, we're able to quickly tap into resource. That's been a real fast line in for us all. And if that really has started to have some positive effect now on us as a group. So closing, as SMEs and clustering together we're far stronger than as individuals. We can support each other, and sometimes it's the softer things rather than the more tangible things that really provide benefits to us. And as an employer, that's what we call employer ownership. Thank you very much.